Were you aware that more than half of the Muslim countries in the world have, at some point in their history, been under the rule of the Turks? While many people associate the Turks with the inhabitants of Turkey, a nation situated between Europe and the Middle East, it is interesting to note that they actually originate from a distant land, part of a cluster of countries that once shared a common heritage. This far-off place lies in the vast, flat, grassy deserts of Central Asia, known as the Great Steppe. During the 5th century, the Turks comprised nomadic tribes shifting and clashing akin to pre-Islamic Arab ways. Concurrently, the Mongols began consolidating, emerging as a formidable regional menace. Advancing to the 6th century, the Turks embarked on westward migration after readying themselves. The vastness, flat terrain, and scant populace of the Great Steppe facilitated their expansive push with minimal opposition. Ultimately, they solidified acquired territories, giving rise to the inaugural Turkic Empire. Advancing a few centuries, Muslims surged beyond the Arabian Peninsula, meeting the Turkic Empire's borders. Meanwhile, China's eastward expansion posed a threat, unsettling the Turks. Amidst this backdrop, a faction of Turkish soldiers opted to support Muslims at the pivotal Battle of Talas, a decisive episode in the Muslim-Chinese rivalry, and their initial exposure to Islam occurred here. Muslims triumphed, prompting some Turks to convert post-battle. This juncture marked the outset for eventual Turkic Islamization. Centuries later, a merchant hailing from Bukhara, Imam Bukhari's birthplace, voyaged across Central Asia for trade. Seeking a prayer space along the frequented trade route, he sought consent from a local Turkish ruler to erect a mosque. Permission granted, the ruler even funded the construction. In time, the mosque stood tall, drawing the attention of a curious 12-year-old, Satuk. Witnessing Muslims engaged in their 5 daily prayers, he grew captivated. Despite being the ruler's nephew and heir apparent, he chose a clandestine path, covertly adopting Islam. Fearing his decision might imperil his prospects of leading his people to Islam, he opted for discretion. Yet over time, Satuk ascended the throne, emerging as the inaugural Muslim Turkish Sultan. Khorasan served as his capital, a city where Muslim Turks like the Uyghurs in China resided. In 934, a monumental shift occurred. His entire realm transitioned from Tengrism to Islam. According to Ibn Fadlan, the esteemed Muslim voyager, around 200,000 tents, signifying a populace of at least 500,000, embraced this conversion. Thus emerged the Karakhanid Empire, the maiden Muslim Turkish nation. This lineage later gave rise to the Uzbeks in Uzbekistan, the Uyghurs in China, and the Hazaras in Afghanistan. Another pivotal shift transpired in the vicinity as the Seljuk Turks embraced Islam. Their adversaries, the Sumnanids, a Persian clan, were embroiled in a land feud. Seeking resolution, Sultan Ismail al-Samani forged a bond with fellow Turks in the locale. This pact was cemented through his daughter's marriage to a potent chieftain. Gradually, the entire Turkic faction adopted Islam, adopting the name Oghuz Turks. This lineage extended to the Turkmen of Turkmenistan, Azaris of Azerbaijan, Kashkai in Iran, and notably the modern Anatolian Turks in Turkey. Nevertheless, the narrative doesn't conclude here. Kazakhstan, the most expansive Turkic nation, was initially recognized as the Kipchak Turks. Forging an expansive domain north of the Black Sea, spanning from Hungary to Mongolia, they cemented an empire of grand proportions. Regrettably, the Mongols resurfaced as a potent power, leading to the eventual collapse of the Kipchak Empire. The Mongols assumed control of the territories, thus asserting dominion over the Kipchaks. Subhanallah, remarkably, these Mongols also embraced Islam. This sector of the Mongol Empire earned the name the Golden Horde. By 1313, Berk Khan ascended as its sultan. Strikingly akin to Satuk's tale, the initial sultan of the Turkic nation we discussed earlier, he too adopted Islam during youth and propagated it upon assuming authority. Gradually, the entire expanse of the Golden Horde, encompassing both Mongols and Turks, yielded to the tenets of Islam. Subsequently, the Kipchak Turks evolved into the Kazakhs of Kazakhstan, the Pechenegs, and the Tatars spanning Russia and Eastern Europe. The Mongols, conversely, interwove with different Turkic peoples, underscoring the premise that the moniker Uzbeks could have stemmed from Uzbek Khan. This suggests they might indeed harbor a blend of Turkic and Mongolian lineage. Fascinatingly, these varied Turkic and Mongolian clans undertook the creation of enduring, formidable empires within Muslim history. The Ottomans, Seljuks, and Zengids all trace their lineage to the earliest Turks. Similarly, the Mamluks, Khwarezmians, and the Nogai horde emerged from the ranks of the Kipchaks. Among Muslim Turkic Mongols arose the Mughal Empire, the Tughlaq dynasty, and the Crimean Khanate. The Turks have left profound imprints on the Ummah, disseminating Islam to far-flung territories such as Mongolia, Ukraine, India, and Bosnia. Ponder the Lipka Tatars, Muslim Turks within Poland, erecting the inaugural mosque in New York City. Reflect upon Kucham Khan and his Turkish contingent, who championed Islam's diffusion within Siberia's core, even amidst their struggle against Russian forces. The Turks constitute a vast collective, encompassing numerous tribes and nations spanning the globe. Diverse in languages, cultures, and histories, they've each forged distinct paths to embracing Islam. Embark on an enthralling journey through the authentic history of the Ottoman Empire with Turkic Tales. Uncover its triumphs, challenges, and the lasting cultural legacy that spans across generations. Delve into our collection of captivating videos, where we explore the lives of every sultan and provide insightful explanations about the intricate narrative of the empire. Join us on this remarkable adventure as we peel back the layers of complexity surrounding the Ottoman Empire. If this video intrigues you, kindly give it a thumbs up, share it among your friends, and subscribe for further content on Turkic history and global culture. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through the history of how the Turks became Muslim. We hope you've enjoyed uncovering the captivating tales. If you found this exploration as intriguing as we have, consider subscribing to our channel and turning on the notification bell. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our upcoming videos. We value your feedback. If you have suggestions or topics you'd like us to cover in our next videos about Turkic history, people, and cultural achievements, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Turkic Tales is committed to bringing you more engaging content that highlights the diverse history and cultural heritage of the Turkic world. Stay connected with us on our social media platforms for updates, discussions, and more behind-the-scenes content. Thank you for being a part of the Turkic Tales community. Let's continue this fascinating journey together, celebrating the extraordinary history of the Turkic people.